11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
And his first pass is incomplete.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Fights off the defender. There he goes, right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Slot man moves right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's Fields. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First catch of the game for Adams, and he's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Raiders at 5-4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now it's Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Fields on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Fields. To the left side, there's Mayer. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, touchdown!
Devontae Adams with touchdown touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
18 more yards there and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played,
there he goes left side. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt. And they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete here.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, here's Fields. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the one. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 10. Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Texans 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mayfield off the play fake. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Play action. It's Fields. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Fields now to throw. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, or you flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
the 43-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On first down, here's Stroud. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Touchdown, Raiders. Dawson Knox, 27 yards. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5, and he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
Texans TD.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here in this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Set to get this drive started.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Fields again. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Completed the one, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And he comes back with one complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Play action. Stroud now. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here goes Stroud again. They had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Running it with Jacobs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Going on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
EQ. Press. Left straight.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
Hey, Ken. Extend. Hey, Ken.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Here we go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jacobs now. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The kick by Carlson is good. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Steps away. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. across midfield. He's on his way.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Las Vegas,
It's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.